Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk to you about a relationship that we often ignore, mistreat, or misunderstand. Our relationship with our belly. Yes, the very core of our body. It's not just about abs or waistlines. It's about understanding, honoring, and nourishing the very center of your being, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. For many people, the belly is often viewed as a source of insecurity, shame, or dissatisfaction. From an early age, societal standards and media portrayals have conditioned us to believe that a flat-toned stomach is the ultimate ideal, while anything less is undesirable or unworthy. This mindset cultivates an adversarial relationship with our bodies, especially with the belly area. We start seeing it as something that needs to be hidden, controlled, or corrected. Instead of celebrating the body's natural form and function, we fixate on superficial appearances, ignoring the deeper importance of our core. This narrow perception limits our ability to appreciate the belly for all the powerful roles it plays in our daily lives. It is essential to reframe the way we think about our belly, not just as a body part, but as a vital, central hub of physical and emotional intelligence. The belly contains major organs like the stomach and intestines, which are responsible for digestion, nutrient absorption, and maintaining our energy. Beyond its physical roles, it also plays a crucial part in emotional regulation, thanks to the enteric nervous system, often referred to as the second brain. This system is rich in neurotransmitters and directly communicates with our brain, impacting mood, anxiety levels, and overall mental well-being. When we begin to view our belly from this perspective, we can appreciate its importance beyond just aesthetics. Shifting your perspective means rejecting the toxic beauty standards that constantly pressure people to achieve a certain body type. It means acknowledging that your belly doesn't have to be flat to be healthy. It doesn't have to look a certain way to be worthy of love and care. By embracing your belly for what it is and what it does, you create a more compassionate and respectful relationship with your entire self. You start to appreciate the belly not just as a physical feature, but as a partner in your health and life journey. The moment you choose to see your belly with kindness is the moment you take the first step toward healing years of internalized body criticism. True change begins with awareness. When you become conscious of the language you use about your belly, whether in your thoughts, speech, or actions, you can begin to shift from negativity to understanding. This mental shift opens the door to self-acceptance, where you no longer feel the need to punish your belly for not meeting someone else's standard. Instead, you offer it the support, nourishment, and appreciation it truly deserves. Reframing your mindset isn't about ignoring your goals or health. It's about building those goals on a foundation of self-love and inner harmony. The belly, when embraced fully, becomes not just a part of you, but a beloved, trusted companion. Understanding the role of your belly goes far beyond surface level anatomy. It is not just a storage space for food or a visual marker of fitness. It is the center of critical life functions that sustain your health, balance your emotions, and protect your immunity. At the heart of your belly lies the digestive system, which processes everything you consume and converts it into energy, nutrients, and strength. Every bite you take sets off a complex sequence of events managed by your gut. This intricate system ensures your body gets what it needs to function, while also discarding what it doesn't. Without a well-functioning belly, even the healthiest food would be useless. It's a miracle of biology happening within you every single day. Yet, it's often taken for granted. The belly is also the home of the gut microbiome, a vast ecosystem of trillions of microorganisms that play a profound role in your health. These microbes influence everything from metabolism to mood, even impacting how you respond to stress and disease. Scientists often refer to the gut as the second brain because it contains its own nervous system, known as the enteric nervous system, which communicates directly with your brain through the vagus nerve. This means the gut not only reacts to emotional changes, but also sends signals that can influence your mental state. When you feel butterflies in your stomach or experience digestive upset under stress, that's your gut-brain connection at work. It's a powerful reminder that your belly is deeply linked to how you think, feel, and respond to life. On a deeper level, your belly also serves as a barometer of emotional well-being. Is not a consequence that stress conditions like irritable in gut health. It's not a coincidence that stress conditions like irritable in organs that shape area, largi. When your belly is in distress, it's often a signal that something emotional or psychological may need attention. Therefore, understanding your belly means learning to see it as both a physical and emotional center, and treating it accordingly with care, mindfulness, and patience. Moreover, the belly plays a central role in your body's immune system. About 70% of your immune cells reside in the gut lining, working constantly to protect you from illness, inflammation, and infection. This means that every decision you make regarding food, lifestyle, and stress affects how well your immune system functions. When your belly is nourished with fiber-rich foods, probiotic, when it's neglected or overwhelmed by processed foods and emotional neglect, it weakens. Recognizing this role places your belly not only at the center of your physical health, but also as a guardian of your long-term resilience. Understanding its role is the first step in valuing and protecting one of the most important systems in your entire body. One of the most overlooked yet powerful practices in developing a healthy relationship with your belly is learning how to listen to it. The body is always communicating, and the belly plays a significant part in this internal conversation, from growls of hunger to feelings of fullness, from cramps to bloating, from tight knots during stress to a sense of lightness after a balanced meal. Each of these sensations is your belly speaking to you. Unfortunately, in the rush of modern life, we often drown out these signals with distractions. Fast food, emotional eating, or strict dieting. We have forgotten how to trust our own instincts, choosing instead to rely on external rules and fads, rather than tuning into our own body's wisdom. Your belly has a remarkable ability to tell you what it needs if you're willing to listen. When you feel hunger, it's your body asking for energy. But many people ignore this feeling, associating hunger with weakness or loss of control. Others may misinterpret emotional hunger, like the need for comfort, as physical hunger, leading to overeating. This confusion stems from a lack of mindfulness and disconnection from bodily cues. By slowing down, this level of attention between true hunger and emotional cravings. This level of attentionness not only improves your physical health, but fosters self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Listening to your belly also means paying attention to how you feel after eating. Do you feel energized or sluggish? Satisfied or still empty? Bloated or balanced? These post-meal sensations provide valuable feedback about what types of food suit your body and what doesn't. Over time, you can begin to recognize patterns. Perhaps dairy causes discomfort or sugar triggers energy crashes. These are not punishments but information, clues that guide you toward healthier choices. Tuning in to this feedback allows you to adjust your lifestyle based on how your body responds, rather than blindly following diet trends that may not work for you. When you observe without judgment how your belly responds, you gain clarity on what truly nourishes you. Beyond physical cues, your belly also signals emotional states. A clenched stomach may indicate stress or fear. A heavy gut might reflect unresolved sadness. A calm, peaceful belly often mirrors emotional balance. These gut feelings are not just metaphors. They are real physiological experiences that stem from the deep connection between your brain and digestive system. When you begin to see these signals as communication rather than inconvenience, your relationship with your belly transforms. You stop fighting against your body and start collaborating with it. This Soren Karnich Hatar in the pastorals scream Paji, its cray, its plan, its craft, its prophet, its answer, its action, its pain, its pride. Mindful eating is a practice rooted in awareness, intention, and presence. In a world where meals are often rushed, eaten in front of screens, or consumed mindlessly, it becomes easy to forget that eating is not just a physical necessity but a deeply personal experience. Mindful eating invites you to slow down, to truly notice the colors, textures, and aromas of your food. It asks you to pause and consider where your food came from, how it was prepared, and how it will serve your body. When you approach your meals with mindfulness, you engage all your senses, turning a routine activity into a moment of nourishment, gratitude, and self-care. It shifts the focus from simply feeding your stomach to truly feeding your body and soul. When you eat mindfully, you begin to notice how different foods make you feel, not just in terms of fullness, but also energy, digestion, and emotional well-being. Instead of eating out of boredom, stress, or habit, you learn to recognize your body's natural hunger and fullness cues. This awareness helps you make more balanced decisions about what, when, and how much to eat. Mindful eating is not about restriction or rules. It's about liberation from the cycle of unconscious consumption. It encourages you to be fully present during meals, to chew slowly, and to savor each bite. This presence improves digestion and allows the body to process nutrients more efficiently. ultimately enhancing both physical and mental health. Another powerful aspect of mindful eating is the emotional healing it offers. For many people, food is not just fuel, but a coping mechanism. We eat to soothe sadness, to suppress anxiety, or to celebrate joy. While emotional connections to food are natural, unchecked emotional eating can lead to patterns of guilt, shame, and disconnection from the body. Mindful eating teaches you to approach food without judgment, to be curious instead of critical. It helps you recognize the emotional triggers behind your eating habits and empowers you to make conscious choices rather than reactive ones. Over time, this awareness leads to a more peaceful and forgiving relationship with both food and self. Mindful eating also reinforces respect for your belly. It acknowledges that your body deserves the time and attention required to nourish it properly. Sitting down for a meal, taking deep breaths before you begin, and expressing gratitude for your food are all simple acts that center you in the present moment. These rituals may seem small, but they create a powerful shift in how you relate to your belly and your health. Instead of seeing food as the enemy or eating as a task to be rushed through, you begin to view meals as a sacred opportunity to connect with yourself. Practicing mindful eating regularly strengthens the trust between you and your body, allowing your belly to guide you toward balance, comfort, and vitality. Body shame is one of the most pervasive and damaging mindsets in modern culture. From a young age, people, especially women, are bombarded with messages that their bodies must fit a narrow, often unattainable standard of beauty. The belly, in particular, becomes a primary target of criticism and insecurity. Flat stomachs are glorified, while natural curves, softness, or even a relaxed posture are labeled as undesirable. This constant pressure leads to a cycle of self-loathing, comparison, and disconnection from one's body. The shame surrounding the belly is deeply ingrained, often causing individuals to feel embarrassed, hide their midsection, or punish themselves through extreme dieting or exercise. Rejecting body shame is not an easy process, but it is a necessary one if we are to create a kinder relationship with ourselves. The first step in rejecting body shame is recognizing that these beauty standards are artificial, commercialized, and often rooted in profited industries. Fashion, fitness, and media outlets have spent decades cultivating dissatisfaction so that they can sell solutions, products, plans, procedures. Every belly tells a story. It expands when you eat, it stretches when you grow or give birth. It holds tension when you're anxious. It's not a sign of failure, it's a sign of life. Learning to accept your belly as it naturally is means stepping out of the toxic loop of criticism and stepping into a space of compassion and truth. Your worth has never depended on your waistline. Rejecting body shame also involves unlearning harmful beliefs and replacing them with affirming ones. It means becoming aware of the negative self-talk that plays in your mind when you look in the mirror or wear certain clothes. That inner voice, often shaped by years of societal influence, must be gently challenged. Instead of saying, "I hate how my stomach looks," shift to, "This is my body and I choose to honor it today." At first, these affirmations may feel uncomfortable or forced, but over time they begin to rewrite the narrative. With consistent practice, self-compassion grows, and the desire to punish or hide your belly begins to fade. You start to realize that the way you speak to yourself shapes your reality, and you choose to speak with kindness instead of cruelty. Ultimately, rejecting body shame is an act of rebellion and liberation. It is a conscious decision to love yourself in a world that profits when you don't. It's not about ignoring your health or abandoning goals. It's about choosing to value your body even when it doesn't look like the edited images in magazines or on social media. Your belly does not need to be fixed to deserve respect. When you stop shaming your body, you create space for healing, joy, and confidence to grow. You stand in your truth and reclaim your right to feel good in your own skin. You know, you stand in your truth has only been some etrande, Uriah. You stand in your right to be your own. True health is not measured by how flat your stomach is or how many calories you burn in a day. It is a complete and balanced state of physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Embracing holistic health means caring for your belly and body in a way that nurtures all aspects of your life. It's about understanding that your belly functions best when your entire system is in harmony. When you treat your body like a machine, focusing only on appearance or numbers, you disconnect from its deeper needs. Holistic health calls you to go beyond rigid fitness routines and restrictive diets, inviting you instead to cultivate balance, sustainability, and peace with your lifestyle. One of the foundational principles of holistic health is nourishment. It's not just about eating clean foods, but about giving your body what it truly needs: nutrients, hydration, and rest. Your belly thrives when you fuel it with whole, unprocessed foods, rich in fiber, vitamins, and natural energy. But nourishment also includes emotional satisfaction, enjoying meals you love, eating with others, and allowing room for indulgence without guilt. The belly is sensitive to stress and deprivation, so when you starve it physically or emotionally, it responds with discomfort, fatigue, or imbalance. A holistic approach asks you to eat in a way that feels good. Movement is another essential part of holistic belly care. But rather than viewing exercise as a punishment or a tool for shrinking your body, it should be embraced as a celebration of what your body can do. Moving your body regularly helps with digestion, reduces bloating, strengthens your core, and boosts your mood. Whether it's walking, yoga, dancing, or any form of joyful activity, the goal is to move with love, not obligation. The belly responds positively to movement that is consistent and enjoyable. When you move with mindfulness and functional, you develop the belly response to the mind and body. Finally, Holistic health emphasizes the mind-body connection. Your mental and emotional health is just as crucial as what you eat or how often you exercise. Chronic stress, unresolved trauma, and negative thought patterns directly impact the gut. Practices such as meditation, deep breathing, journaling, or spending time in nature help regulate your nervous system, which in turn soothes and supports your belly. You begin to understand that your health isn't just in your food or workouts, but in your thoughts, your environment, and your relationships. By embracing holistic health, you begin to treat your belly not as an isolated problem, but as an integral part of a complex and beautiful system that deserves care, respect, and balance. Building trust with your body, especially your belly, is a journey that begins with consistency, compassion, and deep self-awareness. For many people, their relationship with their body is marked by years of criticism, neglect, or punishment. We try extreme diets, push ourselves beyond limits, and suppress hunger signals, all in an effort to meet unrealistic standards. Over time, this erodes the natural trust between mind and body. The belly, being a sensitive and reactive part of our system, often bears the brunt of this disconnect. To rebuild that trust, you must start by acknowledging the harm done and committing to a new path, one rooted in respect, patience, and kindness toward yourself. Trust is cultivated when you start showing up for your body's real needs. That means feeding yourself when you're hungry, resting when you're tired, and moving in ways that bring joy rather than pain. It also means no longer ignoring or overriding your belly's signals. If you feel discomfort, fatigue, or tension in your stomach, it's a sign your body is trying to communicate. When you respond to those signs with care instead of frustration, your body learns that it's safe to speak and that you listen. Just like in any relationship, trust grows through reliability and empathy. When your belly sees that you are no longer its critic but its ally, it begins to relax and function more harmoniously. Building trust also involves letting go of guilt and fear around food and body image. Many people have internalized the belief that eating certain foods is bad or that their belly should always be hidden or reduced. This mindset creates a constant state of anxiety and mistrust, where every bite or glance in the mirror becomes a battleground. To change this, you must start honoring your body's needs without judgment. Allow yourself to enjoy food, take rest days, and wear clothes that make you feel comfortable rather than confined. Celebrate small victories, like choosing a nourishing meal, skipping toxic self-circus, or simply appreciating how your body carried you through the day. Each of these moments adds to the trust you're rebuilding. As trust deepens, you'll notice a powerful shift. Your belly begins to feel like a partner rather than a problem. It becomes a source of intuitive wisdom, guiding you toward what is nourishing, calming, or energizing. The tension you once held in your core loosens. The constant second-guessing around eating or movement starts to fade. You become more attuned to what your body needs in each moment, and in that attunement, you find freedom. This trust doesn't develop overnight, but with consistency and genuine self-care, it strengthens. Over time, your belly transforms from a source of insecurity into a compass for health, balance, and peace. One that supports you not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. When you begin to see your belly not as an enemy, but as a wise and loyal friend, everything changes. You stop living at war with your body and start living in partnership with it. The journey towards self-acceptance, health, and inner peace begins at your very center. So listen to your belly, nourish it, respect its signals, and trust in its wisdom. In doing so, you create not just a better relationship with your body, but a better relationship with your body, Make your belly your best friend, and it will support you with strength, clarity, and balance for a lifetime.